guys, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, Obrolan Receh. Okay, you still with me with Tutu, and then, okay, how are you today? I hope you are feel good and then amazing like me. Okay, today I want to tell you about something that the news is about a plants that can fly an airplane. Oh my God, what is that? What kind of plants? Yeah, as I know, in Indonesia, I heard about jarak trees, and then we can produce from the jarak trees into a fuel, but not for a plane. We can produce, make it become a fuel for our vehicle, maybe a motorcycle, maybe a car. Yeah, but for airplane, I don't think so. But this is for the airplane. Okay, okay. But before that, I want to tell you a report say that UK airlines have missed all their climate change targets. Yeah, except one. I will show you later. And then the industry has set more than 50 climate targets since the year 2000. But yeah, this included using greener fuels and making fuel more efficient. And then the climate group possible said the airline industry has failed to reduce its carbon footprints. And then a spokesperson told the BBC that a company set grand sounding a target with a lot of fanfare, and then they talk about them for a couple of years. Then the target sink without a trace, never to be seen again until now. So possible said also that the industry's climate record very poor. So the airline industry creates a lot of greenhouse gases, and it is responsible for 7% of the UK emissions. Yeah, and then the possible said that the UK goal to be net zero by 2050, but it can't. It can be made without every sector of the economy pulling its weight, of course. And then possible wants a frequent flyer to pay more. So they want that if we want to fly by the plane, we can. It will be more expensive. Yeah. And then, as we know that over 70% of flights in the UK are made by just 15% of residents. And possible also wants rare or ferries to be cheaper and easier to use. Yeah, and then the airplane EasyJet was the only company to meet a target. It cut the amount of fuel an airplane burns per passenger by 3%. So it reduced from 7% into 3%. Oh my God, it's very awesome. So after this, I will show you there is a plans that can be fly the airplane, and then yeah, and then we can eat the plants, of course. Okay, I will show you. Check it out. Plant that can fly a plane. Guys, check this out. These are plants growing in the middle of the desert. But did you know that these plants can make an airplane fly? Yes, this is airplane fuel that you can eat. Today we are gonna learn something new about the fuel of an airplane. Plants are responsible for 2% of global carbon gas emissions. Why? Because 100% of airplane fuel comes from oil. And this, we all know, is not sustainable or good for our planet.
Aviation contaminates the air by producing CO2 when planes fly.
We don't have electric planes yet, so the only solution we have is to get better fuel. That's it. This is why I came here to Abu Dhabi to show you people who have a better fuel. It's called sustainable aviation fuel. And it's coming to a plant near you. This is how it works. Etihad Airways uses this piece of desert land to grow plants. Okay, actually, these plants are very special because they grow in ocean salty water. They don't need fresh water to grow. And on these plants, there are a lot of seeds, and these seeds are fully of oil. And that's what's unique of them. Then they take the plants, collect its tiny seeds, and crush them to become vegetable oil. And this vegetable oil has so much energy that you can turn it into real airplane fuel that can power a Boeing plane.
Exact same chemical properties, and it actually has a higher energy density than normal jet fuel.
This fuel is new and promising. It works exactly like normal, but it reduces carbon emissions 80%. In its life cycle, it can be 80% better.
Some plants reduce the carbon footprint by 30%, some others by 80%. But when using these types of plants that grow with salt water, we can reduce the carbon footprint by 100%.
Today, less than 1% of flights use sustainable fuel. Etihad Airways did the first ever flights in 2019, but they use fuel because the fuel is very expensive. Yeah.
Business is a small margin business, and so the airlines are making a big effort, but this is an industry-wide effort. It's the airlines, it's the airports, it's the fuel producers. Everyone has to participate.
This fuel is expensive, but it will get cheaper. The world is working to make more fuel from plants, sugar, corn, trash. Ladies and gentlemen, buckle up because in the future, even trash is going to be powering these plants. Yes, you can make jet fuel from trash. This is why everybody needs to support sustainable aviation fuel.
This fuel is the future. We will be using this fuel for the next 10, 20, 30 years. And we need to change our ways and use a fuel that is more sustainable.
This is an amazing solution to make flights more sustainable. Just think about it. We can make a plane fly from the energy of a plant. We don't need to ruin the planet just to live. That's why